Well, hello there. Welcome back to my channel, Another Cover Lover. And that title's starting to stick with me. Oh, there's my bride. Come on in. I just started. She worries about me because I stumble and fall, and so she follows me all over the place. And that's good. I mean, it's not like I feel smothered or like, it's none of that.
It's your nighttime medicine.
Yeah, but I want you to do this one. I found something completely different than what I said. Comment down below. So she'll always sit down with me when I'm in here, and she walks in, always say yes.
I don't, because I'm not presentable, but I'll
What
do
do you
it.
mean you're not presentable? Look at, have you seen?
Yeah, but I don't walk around looking like you. I try to do better.
Do better, be better.
Do better. Yeah. All right.
Which
Yeah.
one have I got? Was this something you said that?
I
Do
don't
better, be
remember.
better.
But I walked out of the house with the fireplace just started and Buster's
Just
in there.
3 minutes. Maybe a little more, but not much more than that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, I wanted to do something by home free because I'm about to upload some of the pentatonics and I'm trying to keep it even. And so I was actually started out looking at one song that I was gonna do by them. And then I saw the John Denver song, and I said, God, I haven't heard that song in years. So I started listening to it, and down below in the YouTube where they, somebody had posted Toots and the Maytals, and I remember them from way back. They were a Jamaican group, Reggae. And their version of Country Roads is great. And it's funny kind of because it's Jamaican. I mean, it's reggae.
It's the unexpected.
Very. Yeah.
That makes and the dichotomy.
Yeah, between that and if we're not doing the John Denver version, the real John Denver version, right? But if you were to compare those two,
Yeah.
wow. And I probably could make 2 videos of this, right? One with Home Free and John Denver, and one with these guys and John Denver. What I decided to do was do these guys against Home Free because it's fun.
Okay.
Okay. So here
Well,
we
I
go.
can stay for this one.
Yeah, and I'm only going to do this one. I promise I'm coming in. YouTube. Oops. There we go. Can we see? Yeah, hit the box. Okay. All right. This is Toots and the Maytals, and I'm going to say this is probably in the 60s. Person who posted it is Lisa 60, so I think reggae was really big and really big in the 70s. Bob Marley, Here we go.
Yeah, listen. North Heaven,
Yeah.
West Jamaica,
Hi, everybody.
Blue is the mountain, shining down the river. All my friends there, holding on those reeds, young and then the mountain, going like a breeze from the road. Take me home to the place I belong. West Jamaica, my mama, take me home, country road. Now wait a minute. I heard a voice in the morning, past me, said, son, you remind me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I feel a sickness. I should have been home yesterday. My memories all gather on high. Mama letting stranger through the water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Mystic taste of moonshine, taste gone on my high. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Jamaica, mama. What you tell me go home, country road. Oh, I like that. Me too. me home to the place I belong. West Jamaica, my, when you let me go home, country road, oh, city, oh,
Are you going to stay for home free? You don't have to, but if you can do that. But anyway, guys, that made me want to smoke a blunt. Susan's leaving us
Not
this
quite
week.
yet. I don't
Okay.
know. It took me off guard for a couple of minutes.
Sure, because
Just because
well, they were
at
saying different
first
words.
I thought, all right, so you're going to take the tune or the melody of Country Roads and then put a, in
Love
the
it.
back of it and then
Yeah.
have that be it. I mean, you could do that with any song, but then
Sure,
I listened to them and these guys,
it's
it,
this was in the '60s, right?
yeah,
So this is before reggae became real commercial and
Yeah.
dance hall and all that stuff, right? So in the '60s, when we were really just starting to find out, Jamaica and the whole thing, Rastafari and all that. What this said to me, how original it was, right? It was so original. I didn't feel like they were just taking any song
exactly.
and
yeah.
throwing a reggae
That's what
beat.
I thought I was going to hear,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that is not what I heard.
No.
And especially that little extra thing.
Yeah,
What was it?
yeah.
Yeah.
So good, man. I loved that. I loved it. And I don't even like smoking marijuana. She can tell you that I don't. I've never liked the way it made me feel. But that song, I'm going to go in and get a bowl, come back out here, smoke it, and listen to that song about 7 times. All right, yeah. Hey, I love you.
Love you.
All right, she's going, and we're
Bye,
going to do
everybody.
this is home free, doing the same song, and we're going to with no further ado, we're going to get into it.
Come in after this one.
I am. Thank you guys. Thank you for your patience. And wasn't it great to see Susan? She's fantastic, man. She just makes my life. She makes my life better. What do I gotta say? I'm not ashamed to say that. Here we go.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her, modest lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, oh, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning hour. She calls me. Radio, home, country roads. Country roads, yeah, yeah. My country roads. Take me home. And I feel like I should have been home yesterday, yeah. Take me home, country roads. I've been away too long. Take me home, country roads. Take me home, yeah. Take me home, country roads. Oh, mama. Take me home, country roads. Country roads.
All right, guys. I tell you what I'm going to do. Bear with me. I've decided just on the just now that I do want to do something. I'm going to do the original "Take Me Home, Country Roads" by John Denver, and I'll tell you why. As soon as I get this typed in. Sorry. So we I played in a band. Come on, guy, where are you? There he is. Sorry. I know. You guys are so gracious to keep watching me when I do these kind of things, but John Denver, right? This is a John Denver song. I'm just going to grab one. And I just want you to listen to it. It's about 3 minutes long, and we've already done, this is going to be another threefer, but the difference in it is not 3 covers. I wanted to do the original, and the reason being is because I went to Japan in 1993, right? So it's almost 30 years ago, and we were a country band, but we really wanted to be a rock band, right? So we played a lot of country-esque kind of stuff. We played some rock and roll too. When we get to Japan, they didn't want to hear rock and roll. They really didn't. If they were going through a thing, real big swell in country music, that club's gone now, but there was a club in the center of Osaka, and we played there for a month. They flew us over. I paid us a ridiculous amount, put us up in our own little apartments for a month. And the first night that we were there, we were scrambling around because we went out and we played a set and we played all new country and some rock and roll. And man, it was like blank faces. Like they didn't like it. They didn't care for it. So we went back and got a guitar and sat down and tried to just think of old school country songs. And we came up with some stuff. But this is the first one that we played as we came back. That's my memory. If any of them of the crew that I went over there with was watching my channel, which I doubt, maybe they have different memory of it. You know, my brain's not that great, but I remember that we played Country Roads and they went nuts. And we played Country Roads 3 times a night for an entire month. And honestly, I got to where I was like, oh my Lord, I hate this song. But they loved it. They absolutely loved it. And so I'm going to do the John Denver version because that's the one we kind of came up with. I think we funked it up a little bit, but not much. So thank you guys for sticking with me. And you know how long-winded I can get. Here we go. John Denver, Country Roads. This is the lyric video. And here it is.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. All my memories gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning hours. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road, I get a feeling that I
Guys, I want to back this whole part up because this is my favorite part of the song. And we killed this part of the song. I don't know why, but I hear her voice in the morning hours. She calls me. Man, that was the one, dude. That was the part of the song that we loved it, and the Japanese loved it. And so here we go, backing it up to that part.
country roads. I hear her voice in the morning hours. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country roads.
Well, guys, I loved that. I loved it. And so I always say I'm not going to keep you, but I'm going to keep you just a minute longer because you probably saw me smiling and kind of wistful, just kind of my mind going away. And it's because that was one of the funnest times in my life. And I had come through a really difficult divorce, and it was of my doing. And I had gone to Japan, and it was just, I don't know. I loved it and wanted to be there. And so the whole group, and guys, I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of the group. And those of you that know my brain stuff that I keep going back on will know that that's the truth. But it was Jim and Janice, his wife. It was Mary and Johnny. Johnny ran sound for us, but he was also there. He was a sound man for Hank Williams Jr. And I believe that that's one of the reasons why we were there. Maybe I don't remember. I came in the band. They were looking for a guitar player, I think. And I came and I said, hey, I play keyboards and I'd like to play. But then I found out they were going to Japan. And I was like, okay. So when I got in the band, it had already set up to go to Japan. But Charlie Rabin and Cindy, his wife, I'm not sure Cindy was there, but and then Eric and his wife, and I hate to say I don't remember Eric's wife's name, and they frankly weren't married much longer after that. So, but man, great times, a lot of fun, a lot of things to see. Really just innocent walking around Osaka, being stared at. Charlie was a short guy with bright red hair, a bright red beard, or I can't remember if his hair was really red, but his beard, he was like, he wore this big 10-gallon hat and these boots, like snake skin or something. And Charlie, if you're watching, forgive me, but it was kind of it was get up. He was great. Charlie was great. By the time we left, I think everybody was ready to get home. I think I probably would have stayed. They actually asked me about staying, playing piano at a hotel, but you know, I didn't feel comfortable doing it by myself. You know, it's a long time ago. Anyway, I'm sorry. I just kept you guys waiting, but that was one of the funnest times of my life. And I wish you could have known these guys. They were all characters, especially Charlie. Um, Charlie, we were playing a gig at a giant country club, and this is back when country was huge, and they had these giant dance country clubs, basically in the South, maybe all over, but certainly in the South. And we went in there one time, and this little girl, I mean, she couldn't have been more than maybe 17 or 18, came up to Charlie and said, "Do you have a girlfriend?" He said, "Well, no, I have a wife." I don't know why it still makes me laugh so much. You just have to see, because Charlie started laughing, with this big grin on her face, and of course the little girl was scurrying away. But good times, right? Okay, guys, thank you again for just putting up with my garbage. And I'm going to go, and we will see you again. All right, thanks. Bye.